Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, of course, you're continuing the journey of Ben 10 Alien Force. This is Season 3, Episode 19. Of course, I won't know the title until I get into the episode. Now, I do know this is part 1 of a 2-part finale for wrapping up the entire series of Alien Force. Now, some may say, that's a spoiler, but in my opinion, it's like, it kind of makes sense in terms of, like, if you're wrapping up a show, a lot of times shows wrap up with multiple parts in terms of wrapping up a storyline or wrapping up the series. In this case, of course, the series and everything. So I'm not too surprised. I think we've had a 2-parter before, I think, for this show. But regardless, part 1 of whatever it's going to be. And you guys were commenting saying just wait till the next 2 episodes. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. Overall, I've really enjoyed, I've loved Alien Force. To me, it's not on the same level in terms of classic. I think that's just because it was my first, of course, introduction to the show. It makes a lot of sense in terms of following the chronological order of release of things. But I love classic so much. But I'm loving Alien Force close to classic in terms of epic moments, storylines, characters, all that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited to see how they're going to wrap this up, because to think that when I finish up Alien Force with these last two episodes, that I still have 2 more series to go through in terms of the original continuity of Ben 10. And so it's exciting to see how they're going to wrap this show up, because it's been a crazy journey. There's been a lot of reveals and things that have occurred that I wasn't anticipating, and twists and all that kind of stuff. It's been really fun. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now part 1 of whatever this is, wrapping up Alien Force, episode 19 of season 3. Let's go.
Smith?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think.
Only one item was stolen.
What?
Your greatest invention.
The ULTIMATRIX.
No.
Not him.
Albedo, right? Yeah.
I've exceeded it. After all this time, I'm but one transformation from
The
escaping
red.
this accursed human form, and
You're still trapped.
only until I get my hands on the original Omnitrix.
We need each other.
No.
Wow.
I
Okay.
need the Omnitrix.
I don't want the Omnitrix anymore. I
Just
just
Ben?
want to kill Ben Tennyson.
Shit got real. Oh. Okay, what's going on here? Laser. The final battle? What? Who's that?
What's the deal with this guy?
Talks too much. Watch the pincers.
Thanks.
He's just hanging up there.
Just hanging around. I always win anyway.
Nice attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, my overconfidence is one of my most appealing qualities.
There's no escape for you, Tennyson.
Tennyson.
It's okay. I've got a plan. But I thought I could get close enough to swipe your keys.
Oh my god. Big chill.
Stay back.
When you said everything's fine, you knew we were headed for an asteroid field, right?
I did not know that.
Ice. Giant asteroid? That's working. Yeah, surprisingly.
Can't talk now. And I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Time to go.
You know, they could just leave. This is not their ship, you know. Nice to know Ben could just go out into space like that. It's not working. It's not working.
I messed up. Bad. Sure did. I couldn't save Crab.
Oh, they saved him.
You guys
Okay.
saved him?
Of course.
In my defense, she made me.
Come here, Ship.
Little bounce. Sure.
Okay, I'll pick you up later.
This is weird.
It's not Sumo Slammer's classic. It's Sumo Slammer's hero generation.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
like
don't
Ben
really care.
10.
It's like 5 years later, and the bad guy Kenko has teamed up with the hero Ishiyama. It's not very realistic, is all I'm saying.
Wait.
You'll see, it's way better.
That is amazing. I gotta pause. That they fucking were saying about the show he's watching, but they're referencing clearly Ben 10 and the 5 years later. That was smart. That was good. Okay, let's get back to it.
I'm surrounded by nerds.
Okay, but say, when are we gonna get to this? Ooh, okay, so the red instead of green, okay. Damn.
Ben?
That's not Ben, dude. Dude, holy crap.
Albedo, right? You better start explaining yourself. Uh-oh.
Dude. Oh my god.
I stopped for chili fries. I've acquired a human weakness for the delicacy. I'm not convinced this plan of yours makes any sense.
What's the plan?
Every time Tennyson's beaten either of us, it's been with the help of his friends. I want to see Ben Tennyson defeated before me. Alive only long enough to witness me conquering his pitiful backwater planet.
The problem is Ben's not prepared for this fight.
Is Kevin with you? He was supposed to
No.
pick me up an hour ago and he's not answering his phone. Kevin Levin, you will rue the day
Careful,
that you...
be careful.
What's going on? It's my boyfriend's car. Is he...
Boyfriend. She knows what that is, but hopefully she doesn't assume it's Ben.
That looks like a piece of diamond head, doesn't it?
Oh shit. Ooh, nice. Why did she wait till... Okay, come on. Damn.
Say good night, Two-Town.
That was too easy. Gwen should have been able to defeat him, I think. Oh no.
There's nothing like
Is
a
Vilgax
fresh
going after
batch of
him?
deep-fried octopus eye.
Never mind, it's him. Oh shit. Max, where the fuck did he go? Where did he go?
We've got trouble, Ben. It's your
Shit.
evil twin.
Yep.
He
Uh-oh.
Greetings, Ben Tennyson.
Dude.
Albedo, let them go or...
Easy, Ben. He wants you angry.
I've sent my coordinates to your Omnitrix. If you want to see your friends alive again, I'd hurry.
Don't be overconfident, Ben.
Exactly.
We'll call some of the plumber kids back to Earth. Put a plan together.
Is this the area where that baby was found? The ship and everything?
I know it's a trap, then I'll come out.
He doesn't know if Vilgax is there too, that's the problem
And
too.
you're right.
The problem is, if Ben would have actually planned this out with Max,
It's not
this
a knockoff.
might go well.
It's the ULTIMATRIX, but I can also evolve those creatures to their
Evolve?
ultimate form.
What the fuck?
Meet Ultimate Humongosaur.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Wait. We still need him. You're going to give me the Omnitrix. Or I'm going to kill your friends.
Don't listen to him.
Voice command mode.
This mode is locked and not available.
Command function override. Command code 000. Release coupling 0.
Command accepted.
Give it to me.
Okay, I gotta pause. Okay, literally, it's ending. Okay, I'll save my thoughts. They just revealed how he gets the Omnitrix off. Okay, anyways. That is still insane. That is crazy. There is a lot to talk about with this episode. I wanted to get this name correct of this new and improved Omnitrix. That's not what it's called. The ULTIMATRIX. I think it's pronounced the ULTIMATRIX. Let's play this again.
Your greatest invention.
The ULTIMATRIX.
The ULTIMATRIX. Okay. So that's what Albedo stole. The ULTIMATRIX. Now, that makes sense, especially when we see later when Albedo turns into the ultimate form of Humongosaur. And now it makes more sense about the title of the next show. Ultimate Alien. Wow. Okay, so, first of all, this was an intense, crazy episode. And I want to address the way that Ben kind of references and breaks the fourth wall in a sense about addressing the classic show and then 5 years later and there's a new show and everything. That was really well done. That was really well done because it was a way for the creators of the show to address the fact that we understand this show's different. Like, what was the exact wording that he was doing there? Let me find the part. Let's see here.
They kind of messed it up.
Okay, this.
This is
Then we'll get to the rest of the episode.
Really? It's my favorite.
Well, I don't watch a lot of television.
Yeah, wait for it.
This isn't the best one to start with. It's not Sumo Slammer's classic. It's Sumo Slammer's hero generation.
Yeah, so it kind of addressing the point, if you watch Alien Force first for classic, it's not the same, and it's easier to start with classic first in terms of following the continuity.
Yeah, I don't really care.
It's a sequel to the original show, but they kind of messed it up.
I don't think they really messed it up, though. I feel like they did a pretty good job of giving us some familiarity in terms of what classic kind of established and set up within Alien Force, but also going in its own direction. Because if literally they were just kind of copying and pasting essentially what classic was in terms of just, because even though I missed that lineup of Ben, Gwen, and Max, I like the fact that the lineup switched up, and even though Max, I wish he was in more of the show overall, the fact that they gave us a whole new team in terms of Ben, Gwen, and Kevin, and how that dynamic has shifted the show and changed the show, and the new aliens and new villains and all that kind of stuff, but still keeping some familiarity, I think was really good.
It's like 5 years later, and the bad guy
Same thing.
Kenko has teamed up with the hero Ishiyama.
Yet the bad guy, because Kevin was the bad guy. It's like it's a smart way of addressing and understanding to the fans that maybe we're kind of questioning this sequel series when they think back on classic and when the show's coming out. Like, wait, what are they doing? What? Smart.
It's not very realistic, is all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, there's only 5 more of these before they cycle back to the original show.
And
You'll see it.
It's like they don't do 5 more, they do 2 more, then they go to a reboot of Ben 10. Okay, so I really liked the idea of Albedo, who I never thought like teaming up with Vilgax was going to be something that the show would do, because Albedo was introduced as a clone of Ben, and he still talks kind of strange, but the fact that he was wanting to get the ULTIMATRIX, and for him to team up with Vilgax, who Vilgax continues to say he doesn't want the Omnitrix, but he just got at the end there, which finally they answer the question of how did Ben take off the Omnitrix in between Classic and Alien Force, because it's just off when we get into Alien Force. There's no like question of like, well, obviously we're questioning it as the audience, but Ben just took it off. We don't know exactly. So there's a coding sequence or a voice command that allows it to basically disconnect from him. Something I thought that there'd be something more complicated with that, but I'm guessing it was something he learned from Azimuth, but it was never actually addressed until now, where he literally has to take it off, and then he went through the secret sequence, and now it's removed. Interesting. Very interesting. But it kind of makes sense, because we've been kind of dealing with it throughout Alien Force that there's a lot of voice commands. I'm trying to think, was there voice commands in Classic? I can't remember, but I know specifically in Alien Force, it was something that we're really diving into in terms of, I think it was introduced in Alien Force, because I remember like it was one of the episodes dealing with the D and aliens, and there was something about the voice command that Ben was kind of using, and the Omnitrix was talking back to him. So it was, it kind of makes sense now. So at some point, did he just learn the code, or maybe Azimuth took it off for him, like said the coding sequence and got the thing removed from him? Because maybe he went to Azimuth saying, I want the Omnitrix removed, because there's no threat right now and nothing's really happening. So maybe Azimuth agreed to it and let him keep it. I don't know what the circumstances. I mean, obviously with him, stopping all the nonsense and all the villains and Vilgax and everything, that he was probably allowed to take it off at a point. It's like, okay, you've earned it. So Ben loses, which I kind of suspected, because when Max was able to avoid, because I really thought Vilgax was going after Max, since Albedo went after Gwen, which that's one thing I want to mention real fast. But before I get to that, so Max went to Ben, said, I'm going to call back, because this is how they explain it. The new team that Max has been training, they're away. So let's bring them back. Don't know how long that's going to take. Let's form a plan. And of course, Ben doesn't listen. He runs away and he's gone. If Ben would have actually waited till they showed up, formed a plan with Max, I don't know if Ben would have lost. He was unaware Vilgax was there. I don't know what all those robots are there for. No idea. But if Ben would have actually waited and got some of the other members of the new team, including Max, and made a plan to prepare for anything, because all he knew was that Albedo had, you know, Kevin and Gwen. He didn't know that Vilgax was there. He has no idea. He doesn't know that the ULTIMATRIX or whatever, this new device that apparently is an improvement on the Omnitrix, can turn aliens into their ultimate form. He is not aware, of course, on top of all this, which a lot of this information he doesn't know, Vilgax is in the mix as well. So I don't know how Ben's gonna get out of this. But Ben, within the opening of the episode, was able to trick Crab or whatever, that robot, which I don't remember seeing this character before, but apparently they know him, so maybe I'm misremembering this character. But the fact that Ben had like this like device locked on his arm, and he's like, yeah, it's for me not able to turn anything. It's like, oh, that's smart. So this character had the wherewithal to know, let's put a locking device on his arm so he can't turn into anything and use the Omnitrix. He running up to him just to get close enough to get the keys. Ben at times is too damn smart at points, but he's also still cocky, as we saw within this episode. He's like, don't worry about it, it's fine, you know, I always win. I always come out on top. Not always, but he's like, you know. It's like, okay. It's kind of strange, but at the same time, that's Ben. That's kind of been Ben for quite a bit within Alien Force, especially after season 2 and everything, where the Cartoon Network wanted Ben to kind of go back to his kind of mood and tone and everything classic. And then the creators were kind of fighting them on that for a while, but Ben's still kind of cocky. And of course, Max even addressed that point. Quinn is still addressing it, Kevin too. But that was a fun little interesting sequence, but I was more interested to kind of see, because I wanted to see more of Albedo and Vilgax's dynamic, which I guess we'll see with them part 2. But this was a great setup in terms of what's happening here. And of course, that cliffhanger, that's a big cliffhanger. Ben does not have the Omnitrix anymore. There's an ultimate alien form that can be achieved with this ULTIMATRIX. And Ben is now currently in I don't know how this is going to get resolved. I'm guessing Max hopefully is going to figure out something, or Ben will figure out something. I don't know, maybe Azimuth, I don't know. No idea. But man, this was good. This was really good. What you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Whatever thoughts you have, please let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to dive into part 2 to see what happens. And knowing part 2, this is the ending of Alien Force. It's kind of crazy to think that, but I really enjoyed the episode. So anyways, if I misremembered talking about something, I do apologize about that, guys. But we do have one more episode, and that's the end of Alien Force. It's kind of crazy to think. But the Ultimate Alien is still down the road. Omniverse. So we still got ways to go. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.